Hey, it's your dad here, and today we're going to ask a really tough question. Is Disney World even worth it anymore? Let's start with the obvious that's going to cloud everything else that we discuss: the rising cost of going to Disney. To be fair to Disney, I'm only going to look at my last 13 years and I'm only going to compare my Disney World experiences. Disneyland is comparable in price, but you're not going to spend as many days there, so it's not really the same thing. So in 2012, my wife and I took our first ever just us and the kids vacation to Disney World. We stayed for 7 days at the Disney All Star Music Resort, and we had 7-day park hopper tickets. This package did not include our food and cost us $1,800. For comparison, if I booked that same trip today, still minus the food, it would cost us $4,500. For comparison, $1,800 in 2012 would be worth about $2,400 in today money. So Disney is far outpacing inflation. Let's jump ahead to 2016, and this comparison really hurts. In 2016, my parents came along with us on the trip. Again, we stayed for 7 nights and had park hopper tickets for 7 days. This time, we did include the food, and we had the Memory Maker photo package. Because there were 6 of us, we needed a larger hotel room, so we stayed at the Art of Animation in the Cars suite. Total price for this package was $5,500. Are you ready to see what that costs today? $12,000. Again, for comparison, $5,500 in 2016 money is equivalent to $7,232 today. But wait, we're not even done. Because in both the 2012 trip and the 2016 trip, fast passes were free. Now for that same service, you're going to pay between $18 and $39 per person per day of your trip. And getting lightning lanes in the My Disney Experience app is so much more difficult than it used to be with the fast passes. I can't tell you the number of times I've stopped to help struggling guests. A key element in deciding the question of Disney's value lies in the why of your trip. Why are you going to Disney World? The main why for me was always about spending that time with my kids, seeing them experience the same things I did as a kid, seeing them light up as they see a character they love, sharing that experience with them. But as much as I've loved all these experiences with my kids, and these are truly some of my favorite memories with them, it is really difficult to reconcile that hike in the cost. In fact, we could rent a cabin in Pigeon Forge for 2 weeks, purchase annual passes to Dollywood while we're there, experience the Smoky Mountains, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, for about the same cost as those 7 days at Disney World. Another why could be a romantic getaway. Yes, I know many will question that Disney can be a romantic getaway, but it can be. Really, with the price increase, it's still hard to justify Disney as a romantic getaway. The hotels you could stay at that would make it so have priced themselves way above what nicer hotels and better locations are. We stayed at an amazing hotel in Charleston, South Carolina with an ocean view, which included a delicious breakfast brought to our room every morning, for about the same cost as one of the moderate resorts. Don't even get me started on the deluxe resorts. The only why that comes close to justifying the price of Disney is the bucket list trip. It's really difficult to argue against the bucket list trip. Honestly, I understand why this would be on somebody's bucket list. The Disney parks offer something you just can't find at any other park. Yes, Universal is amazing, and the Harry Potter stuff is top-notch. And I understand why people think that Universal is better than Disney. Honestly, the Hagrid's ride just beats out Rise of the Resistance for me, and I'm a huge Star Wars fan. This kind of leads me into my next topic, and that is Disney has lost their why. I think this change is quite evident in Disney's recent announcement that no ride would be created that wasn't attached to an existing IP. I'm not going to go all negative here. Galaxy's Edge is amazing. It takes the Star Wars universe, and you get to live out stories that were not in the movies. And I'm hopeful for all the upcoming additions as well. Can you imagine Animal Kingdom or Hollywood Studios even being built under this current everything has to be IP rule? So if you're planning your bucket list trip, you need to go to Disney World. But as a question of whether or not Disney is worth it today, and I know my wife is smiling somewhere, I don't think it is. I still love the place, and I'm still going to take my daughter there next year on her 21st birthday so she can have a drink at the cantina in Galaxy's Edge. But that might be the last trip for a long time, at least till I have grandchildren. And then I'll be saying, hey, it's your grandpa here, instead of, hey, it's your dad here. But tell me what you think down in the comments. This really is just my opinion. And Disney, if you watch this, I am open for discussions of you bringing me on to help you move forward. And if you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Japan videos are just around the corner. See you next time.